Work, Scout! Which means an orc pack is not far behind.
Orc pack?
Who did you tell about your quest beyond your kin?
No one.
Who did you tell?
No one, I swear. What in dirty's name is going on?
You are being hunted.
So, Thorin Oakenshield. I have a feeling that the character is different in the movie than it is in the book. I think it's more dark, isn't it?
Possibly. I've tried to absorb as much of the character from the novel as I can,
Yes.
And take him into Peter's world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very difficult thing to do, to adapt a book,
Yeah.
and I think their screenplay is excellent. It really takes the book into a place that it needs to go to really visualize that world. But in terms of Thorin, I sort of searched for the etymology of his name, and his name means thunder, and a character that is thorny. So all of those elements serve to galvanize the idea of this legendary warrior that Tolkien talks about.
But it's even in the beginning of the movie where I think the other dwarves and Bilbo are still cheerful and happy, and there's a bit of comic relief here and there. Thorin remains severe and dark. Is this the part that he has to play in the story?
Well, Thorin is one of the few people in that room that has seen the devastation that happened at Erebor. He knows what that dragon can do, how ferocious it is. Everyone else, it's all hearsay. But he's seen it, he's experienced it firsthand, and he knows how dangerous the journey's going to be. So it's very difficult for him to kick back and have a laugh. But we did try to make him smile occasionally.
Yeah. But I liked it because I was looking for heroism and magic, and the beginning is very cheerful, I think, for Lord of the Ring fans. Now, also, I think your character plays a role in one of the best storylines with the White Orc, the revenge story. This is a new storyline, which is a risky thing to do for a book with such a status as The Hobbit. How did you feel about this new storyline in the movie?
Well, I think, because Philippa and Fran and Peter had access to the appendices from Lord of the Rings, and these characters are talked about prolifically in the appendices. The Battle of Aznor-Zbar, Moria Gates, is referred to in Lord of the Rings. So in a way, it creates a connection between those two films. And it's important to give the characters chase on the road, and that figure of Azog really creates jeopardy for the quest. They're being pursued. Although they are aiming for the mountain to this extreme danger, they are being pursued by this character and his entourage. So I think that creates real drama. Oh,
it works absolutely, but it's a risky thing to do for a Hobbit book.
Yeah.
I was wondering how is the off-camera atmosphere between the dwarves, because there's so much brotherhood in the story. Is it something that you even have when the camera is not playing with all the actors?
Yeah, I mean, we went through a boot camp together for 6 weeks, so we learned how to train with each other, we wrestled with each other, we went horse riding together, we fired arrows together. Really? We did so many things together. And then, the filming process alone, because of the heat and weight of the costumes, it really became an endurance test. And I think holding out for your brother when he's about to collapse on set, and we really did that. We really looked after each other, I think, and I think that energy comes through in the 13 Dwarves.
Yeah, absolutely. But how far does it go? Are you not allowed to talk to elves off camera?
We can talk to elves off camera. It's just we don't like doing that because elves are strange beings who float around in silvery gowns, and dwarves like to drink and throw food around. So we're poles apart, really.
Yeah. How much of the psychology of these dwarf people? I mean, when you're acting a dwarf, it's not just a tiny human. What would be the extra part in the acting?
Yes, you're right. They're not human at all. And actually, Tolkien very specifically wanted to rename his dwarves Dwaro. He wanted them to feel like another race, and he really did explore dwarf culture in his writings and all of the great kingdoms of Middle-earth, which were underground, under mountains. And he created a legendarium which he talks very specifically about the creation of the dwarves, how they were forbidden, their forbidden languages. So absorbing all of that to bring something noble to these people was really important to me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the White Orc story.
Oh, good, me too.
Well, that could have been worse.